Where were you when the world stopped turning that September day? That song was a #1 hit by Alan Jackson in 2001. It was based on the 9/11 attack and helped America realize that they needed to band together in order to fight off terrorism, which is still a factor today. It's a stepping stone for today's counterterrorism acts. Today I will be discussing the latest military actions ordered by the White House. I have studied these orders, and I have come to a conclusion over them. I believe that Obama is completely wrong with what he plans to do with the military in the Middle East in the next couple of years. I'll explain my thoughts and refute Obama's 3 key ideas that include ending general warfare in Afghanistan, lowering the troop count in Afghanistan, and military presence not being needed in Afghanistan. I think that you should listen because the war in Afghanistan is not yet over, and it could affect one of your family members. Obama stated that he wishes to end warfare in Afghanistan. I completely disagree with this. Al-Qaeda was the first to attack. They came to America and attacked us, and our nation has stood up for 14 long years to defend ourselves. We have sent and are still sending our loved ones to fight and protect us. We have never backed down, and we have always been on the attack. We should continue to attack until Al-Qaeda backs down. Obama stated that I will not allow Afghanistan to be used as a safe haven for terrorists to re-enter the United States. If we were to end war in Afghanistan, that would allow the Taliban and Al-Qaeda to re-enter Afghanistan and use that as a base to re-enter the United States. If we were to leave or continue warfare in Afghanistan, that would remotely stop any chances of that happening until we complete our counterterrorism mission, therefore refuting any of Obama's arguments. Now that I've refuted Obama's first point, I will refute his second point of reduction in troop strength. Reductions in troop strength is taking troops away from Afghanistan and would not be beneficial to Afghanistan or the United States. Afghanistan does not have the proper training to fight off Al-Qaeda or to defend themselves against attack. The longer we keep troops in Afghanistan, the more of a chance we have to train these defense forces our counterterrorism techniques. With that, the Afghanistan forces would be able to defend themselves, and they would keep Al-Qaeda from entering their nation, and in the long run, possibly keep Al-Qaeda from re-entering our nation. Not only would it keep Al-Qaeda out of Afghanistan, it would build relations with the U.S. The president of Afghanistan, Ashraf Ghani, stated in a press conference that keeping U.S. troops in Afghanistan would allow for the U.S. and Afghanistan to build relations and strengthen on the common interests and risks. If we continue these relations, we might even begin to be able to trade with them, or use them as an ally in any war, or as we continue to fight off Al-Qaeda. So think of this. Would it be better to build new relations and end terrorism, or to have terrorism and not build new relations? And now that I have refuted Obama's first 2 points, I will refute his last point, of military presence not being needed in Afghanistan. It's obvious. Afghanistan needs our help. They need us to defend them while we teach them our counterterrorism techniques. We need to allow our troops more time to finish this training. That way they can defend themselves. Without the U.S., Afghanistan would just be invaded and taken control of. The Pentagon believes that the 5,500 troops and training officers that will remain in Afghanistan will be enough to fulfill the training and complete our counterterrorism mission. Our own government says we need to leave troops in Afghanistan, therefore refuting any argument our president has to say. So, should we allow him to withdraw all of our troops? I think not. Today, I have refuted Obama's 3-part plan of ending warfare in Afghanistan. I refuted his first part of ending war in Afghanistan in general. refuted his second part of lowering the troop strength and troop count in Afghanistan,
Hey, varsity
and refuted his
salary bonus
ideas
is Silver Lake.
of
You are
military
leaving
presence
at
not
this
being needed in
time. Happy Lobby.
Afghanistan.
Good luck.
We have sent our loved ones to battle, and forever will remember the ones who died so we could live. Remember that song by Alan Jackson I told you about earlier? Well, I don't know about you, but I remember where I was when the world stopped turning, and I did not realize that it would lead to a battle that is still being fought to this day.